Hansu.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Hot Soup, trying something new today. I've been wanting to do this for a while. We all love to see hype moments in matches. If you're like me, you probably wonder out loud, why did they do that? Or what were they thinking? What was the read? It's been my dream since creating the channel to get a great player on here and do just that with one of their matches. Well, I'm honored and humbled to present our first guest in this series. I'm calling this Rollback with Soup. I'm really bad with names, so hopefully this one sticks. He's a fixture of the Florida FGC scene and a giant killer extraordinaire at CEO 2023 earlier this year. Sky Fontanet, better known as Sticky Fingers. Welcome to the show, man. Thanks for joining me.
Hey, thanks for having me.
What's up, guys? Hot Soup from the future here. I had this conversation with Sticky Fingers on Discord, and I thought I had to set it up so the Discord notifications wouldn't be part of the recording. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case, so you will hear annoying Discord notifications going off throughout this thing. It's a bit of a bummer, but hopefully it doesn't take away from the content too much. I am sorry. Now back to your show.
So excited to talk to you. I want to go over your incredible run at CEO 2023, of course, especially your win over IDOM in top 8. We're going to take a deep dive on that one. But before we look at that match frame by frame, let's talk about what led up to it. CEO 2023 in Daytona. I know you live in Florida, but did you have to travel far for this?
No, I live like an hour away from the venue.
Oh, really?
So,
Okay.
yeah, it wasn't too bad.
And I was wondering also, are you sponsored at all, or was this all out of pocket, for your expenses?
No, it's out of pocket.
Oh, okay. Wow. Getting to top 8 in CEO unsponsored, that's crazy. And
Yeah.
were you only competing in Street Fighter 6, or were you doing other games there?
Most years I did 5. Sometimes I would do like Guilty Gear on the side just for fun, but
Okay.
it's mostly been Street Fighter for me.
I looked you up on Dash Fight. Were you playing Cody in 5? Is that what I saw?
Yeah, I played Cody for
Oh, okay.
like pretty much until the end when Luke came out.
And it's weird going to a grappler like Manon. What made you make that choice?
So Abel is my favorite Street Fighter character.
Okay.
And she's like the closest thing. It's kind of a cope thing, you know.
All right. I know this was CEO was probably the first big tournament that we had in Street Fighter 6, and it was shortly after launch. So how much time did you really have learning Manon going into this?
I think it was 3 weeks.
Wow. Okay.
I think CO was like 2 or 3 weeks after the game came out.
And were you grinding it hard?
Not really. I was playing, but truth be told, I didn't really like the game too much.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, so I went into CEO saying, no matter how good I do, this is like the last time I compete, and I just happened to get top 8. So
The last time you were going to compete in Street Fighter 6?
yeah.
Oh wow. And have you stuck to that?
Yeah, I have actually.
Oh, wow.
Sure.
But you had an amazing run as CEO. I was so impressed by what you did with Manon. At the time, I think she was. I know she's considered low tier now, but at the time, I think a lot of people thought she was like low key top tier, right?
Yeah, I thought she was pretty good, and then my eyes opened afterwards.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You were doing some amazing stuff, though. We'll definitely go over that. But I want to look at your day one pool matches, and I have it on the screen here. So, we don't have to spend a lot of time on this, but you went through a bunch of folks here. Getter, Emperor. I haven't heard of these names, I got to admit. Are these Florida locals? Do you know any of these guys?
I don't know anyone from the pools. I just remember my first match being against Marissa, World Walker.
World Walker. Okay, that's your second match here. And I don't trust the start GG scores because sometimes they're wrong. Were you truly undefeated here all through pools?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, that's impressive, man. Do you think it was matchup experience that helped you out, or were you just prepared for everything that came at you?
Oh no. I think it was a mixture of people still getting used to Manon, and I've also I think I'm pretty okay at Street Fighter, so I don't think a lot of the players were like as ready as they could have been.
Okay.
Or maybe had as much experience as I have.
Okay, yeah, that makes
But
sense.
I do know this is a lot of people's first time playing the game.
Okay. And then your first match on stream that I watched was you versus Enigma. Any memories of that one specifically?
I think that was the Cammy player.
No, it's your DJ match here.
Okay, yeah. So this was a few weeks after the game came out. I still wasn't used to DJ. I just told myself, try to stop drive rushes, try to stop the knees, he was jumping a lot, so I felt like it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
You kind of toasted him, man.
Yeah, yeah. I
I
also played to the crowd, so like when the crowd's like cheering me on.
oh really? What were they cheering in
Yeah,
pools?
yeah, yeah, they were.
Oh, okay, all right, that's
My
cool.
friends getting loud.
All right. Well, I don't want to spend too much time on this match. It's your first pools match, but were these all the matches on day one? Was this your end of day one?
Um, ooh, I have terrible memory. I'm trying to remember.
I tried to look it up myself, but it wasn't really clear if you had more matches in this pool here, in this following pool here.
I think I played. I think my pools were on Saturday.
Oh, really? All your pools were on Saturday? That's
I
crazy.
I think so. And so I played them out, and then the next day we did up until top 8. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah,
you
I might be wrong, but
you basically coasted through pools here and made it to top 48. Your first stream match on day 2 was in top 48 against Terrence and
yeah.
their Chun Li. How was that one? This one here.
So leading up to the event, me and Terrence ran into each other a lot on ranked.
Oh, really?
So I
Okay.
think I think I was actually more prepared for him than I probably would have been if I hadn't played ranked a lot before. Um, and so I kind of knew like what his tendencies were. I knew that he was a little antsy with the DPs at certain points, like when I'm pressuring him.
Yeah.
So I had to just make sure to account for all that.
You know, one thing I noticed, and I think Sejam made note of this in your top 8 match, is that you don't always go for medals, right? You're looking for damage a lot of times.
Yeah, that's one thing I told myself to look out for because I feel like Manon is kind of weak if you don't go for Oki
Oh,
more
okay.
often than not.
Yeah.
Um, because once you get the medal, you know, she kind of loses that. Although I think Idom has discovered something now that's like really good, but I didn't know that at the time.
Okay. I
So
think Terrence took a game from you, but you ended up beating him here, right? In top
yeah,
48.
yeah. It's been a while since I relived these.
All right. All right. And I think that was it for Saturday, is what I have in my notes. So what'd you do that night? I know Saturday is usually the party night, right? did you
Yeah,
party
I
on
didn't get to
Saturday?
party, man.
Really?
No, yeah, I didn't get to party.
So even though you knew you were going into top 24 the next day, you were still chilling?
This is the one CEO I didn't party.
You did not party?
Did not party. I
Oh
think
my god.
I went to the venue afterwards, and my friend bought me a drink, but I didn't go too hard.
Okay, because you knew
Yeah.
you were. So at this point, did you feel like you were gonna make it into top 8? Did you see that opportunity?
At this point, I was like, wait, guys, I actually have a chance.
Wow,
Hold
wow.
up. Yeah.
Was the Tampa crew behind you?
Tampa Crew, Jacksonville, which is where I live right now. My New York friends, where I grew up, they were all watching.
That's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, so
All right, well, I got your first match here against Kaba, which was a nail biter, and you were doing stuff in here. I wonder if I can find the exact moment. Like I remember at the time watching this live, and you were using her move. I don't know what it's called, where you go through his booms,
oh
and
yeah,
you
the
were hitting
twirl.
him on that.
So beforehand, I fought Lex in a set, the Gao player. Um, but they have like such different play styles that I just wasn't prepared. This match was like very hard for Manon. It's a lot of this, just like waiting.
Yeah.
And you need like just otherworldly patience to be a player on like Kaba's level with just patience.
So I know you ended up losing this match, but
Hmm.
like looking back on it now, do you think you could have taken it if you made some changes, some adjustments?
Yeah, if I just played more patient and tried to react better to those booms, because a lot of the times I was like telling myself to react to a boom and I just wouldn't commit when I know it would hit. And also like drive impacting a bit more, especially if he's throwing booms at like unsafe ranges.
Yeah. Because like even here, I mean, you took the first round, and he's just, I think he's scared to come in.
Yeah, he was definitely, he didn't want to overcommit himself. Like right there, I should have been looking out for the button to whiff punish him, and then going into burnout here I think was a mistake. Unless I win, then it wasn't a mistake.
I think you did win this one.
No way.
I can't. No,
Uh,
no. Did you go?
that
Did
was
you go
tough.
0-2 on this one?
I think yeah, I think he beat me 0-2 for
Okay.
2-0.
I want to see that move where you went through his boom though, because when I first saw that, I was like, oh dang, I didn't even know she could do that.
Yeah, her EX twirl goes through projectiles, and if you catch him early enough, you like just go right through it. It's not very reliable. If it was, I think this matchup would be a lot better. Um, but I also just wasn't ready. I don't think.
And your perfect parries were on point too. And you know, at the time, not a lot of people were doing that, even in the
Right.
boom game. So I was pretty impressed by this.
Yeah, it's hard when you're on stage against a player like Kaba. You have to like just be fully there,
Yeah, I
not
bet.
overcommit to anything. He's
But
also like extremely optimal, so one mistake is like death.
you look calm at all times, like in every match, all the
Yeah.
way up to the end in top 8. You're just stone cold, pretty much for most of it.
I try not to show them that I'm dying on the inside when I play, when they're
Like
botting me like that.
that sequence you just did there. That was impressive. Like you got him cornered here. Awesome.
Oof.
Oh,
Yeah, it's rough. See, his booms recover so quickly that like even when you think you have it, you probably
oh,
don't.
look at that. Oh, that's impressive, man.
And then I dashed there, so it kind of ruined the pressure afterwards.
Oh, what a check. Oh, so you didn't go
Oh
for
yeah,
metal here.
yeah, right there. It was an input error.
Oh, really? Okay.
Try to shake it off.
Well, this was a great match to watch. I know we got a lot more to go here, so I'm gonna pause it here. So Kaba knocks you down to losers, and that's where you came up against Zach Rob, and that's actually not on the bracket. I noticed his name is not on the bracket for some reason. But yeah, Zach Rob playing the Luke. All right, any memories of this one?
Yeah. So, I mean, here everything was on the line.
Yeah.
It would have been my first ever like major top 8. So I was just kind of thinking to be patient. I played Luke in 5,
Okay.
so I sort of had an idea of how the character functions. So I just had to like use that, play patiently, perfect parry the sandblast whenever I could.
Now, did you know Zach Rob? Because he's from the West Coast, right?
Yeah, no, I don't know who he is. He was really nice though.
Okay.
We spoke a little before the match and after.
Because I was going to mention the pop off after you win this one, so I thought you may have known him.
Oh no, that was just because I made top 8.
Oh, okay.
I don't really ever pop off, so I was just sort of prepared to do it, I guess. Once it.
Let me see if I can skip to the last round because you had an amazing round here.
Oh.
Is that your typical punish for something like that?
No.
Yeah.
It was more so like me still not being completely used to the game.
Okay. Yeah.
I would definitely be more optimal now.
Like, what do you want to have in medals, like going into a round 2 or even a round 3?
If I have 5 medals, I know that they are terrified, and sometimes that just happens. But like, I think like 3 or 4 is good into round 3.
Okay.
If you can, because once you get 3, they start playing differently, and you can kind of see that.
Yeah, I definitely want to see the end of this because this is not the end, is it?
Yeah, it might be. I don't remember. It's been a while. I think I go for overhead here.
Yeah, there you go. The Manon special there. Look at that. Oh, that must have been a great feeling.
Yeah. Because I felt that overhead too. It's one of those things that you just know is gonna hit.
I think you waved at the camera too. Mug the camera.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, that was great. I was excited for you, man. That was great.
Thank you.
How did they get you ready for your walkout in top 8?
So immediately after this match, I got approached by someone and they told me to fill something out, like what song I want to come out to.
What did you
Um,
choose?
I chose a Manon theme. I don't think you could do like licensed themes anymore. So
Oh no, really?
yeah,
Okay.
I was like, whatever, just do Manon's theme. I think in previous years you had like a whole day to prepare and you could actually like rehearse,
Oh, really?
but
Okay.
top eight was like 3 hours after or something. So there was no rehearsal. You just sort of did your thing.
All right.
Um, we get to the stage. They tell like all the top eight players to sit in a specific area, and then yeah, when it's our turn, we just go to the very back. It was very weird seeing everything from the back room.
Yeah, I bet.
Kind
Can
of
you see the
surreal.
crowd at all, or is it just the ring?
You see like there's like a stay or a staircase leading up to the ramp,
Yeah.
and like you go through the curtains and then you see everybody.
Okay. Did they have setups back there to like warm up or anything?
No,
Oh, really?
it was yeah, it was literally just like the backstage crew. Kind of felt like in a movie.
All right.
Like you see people at the back of a theater.
I'm always curious about competitors if they do that. If they eat before a big, big batch like top eight.
Oh, I get really nervous. So sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't.
All right.
Um, I was just hoping it'd be okay, and it was.
So I don't mean this as a diss, but your top eight walkout wasn't really anything, right? I think you just kind of
No,
walked out there.
yeah, I didn't know what to do. I was so nervous. I was so like unprepared. They just said good luck. I was like, hey, all right, thanks, and I walked out. I didn't want to be like completely still, so I just like put my hands up. But
All right.
yeah, I was not prepared.
All right. So that top eight was pretty stacked, and it was, I think, a stacked with a ton of juries. Like they were,
Yeah.
it was a jury gauntlet for you, and you were coming in on the loser side. Did you talk to anybody that you could potentially be playing in top eight, or were you just like focused on your own?
I I knew about Goat Gloat, so I was just kind of focused on beating Goat Gloat.
Okay. All right.
Um, and anything after that, you know, I didn't really know who I'd have to fight. So it was just sort of prepare as best as you can mentally to like not choke.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
you must have seen Idom play Mena in the first match. Did you watch any of that? Did you think there was a possibility you'd be playing him at any point?
Idom, that was hard because like Idom versus Mena before they started playing, I thought like it'd go either way. And I think Idom or Meta just kind of like steamrolled him.
Yeah, yeah, you did.
So I was like, damn. So if I win, I have to play him a non-mirror. That sucks.
Oh, so you did think about it?
Yeah, yeah. Like afterwards.
Oh, okay. All right. Your match against Goat Gloat, man. Well, first, sorry, I don't want to take away from your walkout. I mean, it's such a.
Oh God.
Let's see Ringe's intro.
It was a very like surreal experience.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because I've always watched CEO growing up. Think how cool it would be to like. Oh man.
And this was your first time going to top eight at CEO, right? For anything?
For a major, yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Oh
been to a
wow.
lot of Florida regionals and gotten top eights, but never like on a stage this big.
Yeah, but you said you've been going for 7 years, so you were just in the crowd for the last 6 years, right?
Yeah, you know.
Cool.
I normally went home on Sundays because it's so late and I'm tired.
You're like living the FGC dream right now. You're unsponsored. You took down some names, and you're in
Yeah.
top eight. That's awesome.
Got to retire immediately after. It's like, peace out, guys. You guys got it.
And Gokloat's local too. He's from Florida.
Yeah, I think he's Orlando.
Do you play him online or anything?
We played a few times afterwards, but like I said, after CEO, I kind of stopped competing, so I played the game a little bit, and then I kind of stopped like 3 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Yipes thought your name was an Onyx reference, but somebody else said it's a JoJo reference. Can you clear that up?
It is a JoJo's reference. Yeah.
It is? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I actually have a JoJo's tattoo on my arm.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. All right, so your match against Goklo came down to the wire. You had him at low health so many times, I notice. I know we're here to talk about the Idol match, but I do think people should go back and watch this one. It's pretty hype. There was a double chip in the first game. Do you remember that?
No, I don't actually.
Oh, it was crazy. What was your feelings on Jury in general at this point?
I I do not like that character. I I have a lot of bad things to say about Jury.
Let it all out, man. Let it all out.
Nah, man. She's something else, and she definitely does a lot in this game.
But at the
Well,
time, I don't think people were abusing medium kick, crouching forward into drive rush as much as they are
right.
today.
It was mostly fireball drive rush, which is like really hard to stop if your character doesn't have like a good tool against it. Manon
Yeah,
has a way around it, but it's kind of like if you're too close, it doesn't work. If you're too far, it doesn't work. You know what I mean?
yeah, I bet. So you had a double chip in the first game, and you had a double KO in the third game. Do you
Oh
remember that?
shoot. No, I don't remember that one.
Oh, really? I want to show that to you.
That was a sick confirm. I'm kind of nasty sometimes. I think actually I might have taught Item some things because um after our match he like told me he didn't know about like a certain setup I was doing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely get to that.
Every time I got a command throw as well, the crowd would yell, 1,
Oh,
2.
really? I
Yeah.
know they did that with the IDOM match. I didn't know if they were doing it for the earlier ones.
Yeah, no, it was sick.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
What
I
a
feel like
trade there, man.
yeah, I think I could have confirmed that.
What are you buffering there?
I'm just moving. Or actually no, I might be buffering the um the ballerina kicks that go over fireballs.
Oh, okay.
Because that's sort of that range where like her fireball might not clip me,
Yeah.
but I was just never as ready as I should have been. Oh,
Dang.
so what happens when you get too antsy? Does it happen here?
I think so. Yeah.
All right,
So-
okay. So I think I do remember that because I in my head I was like, yeah, I'll take that, and I even did like a little smirk there.
Yeah, the crowd went crazy. I don't think we saw a double KO in top 8. So it was crazy.
Oh, dude, that's why I had my headphones off too.
I want to talk about it though because I thought you were plus here with the burnout, but no, right? Is it 0
Ooh,
with the overhead? I think you're 0.
I actually don't remember.
But yeah,
Might be,
that
yeah.
was
It
crazy.
might have been
That was
0.
crazy. But yeah, you took
It's
this.
definitely not plus. It's not plus.
You took this match with Gokloat. You must have been feeling good after that.
Yeah, I was like, the further I get in the top 8, the better. You know, I think my one goal for top 8 realistically was I don't want to be the first to lose.
Okay. All right.
Just because I think it'd be a pretty cool thing to be like, oh, not only did I get top 8, but I like fought my way through a little bit.
Hell yeah.
You know.
But you did dominate in that last game and round against Goat. So I was feeling pretty good about your chances here. Let me bring up the IDOM match. What we're here to talk about. So the crowd was booing here because of the jury pick.
Yeah.
Were you expecting the jury pick?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I was shocked. I think everybody was shocked that he went with jury.
When he picked Jury, the first thought in my mind was, oh, this dude's trolling. There's no way.
And it does. This clip unfortunately doesn't show it, but he did the button check on Manon, and then switched to Jury at the last second. And that's actually what prompted the boos from the crowd. I don't know if you remember that.
No, I don't remember that part.
All right, well, here we go. Your game against IDOM and the Jury. So
I
round
also haven't
1.
seen this in a
So
while.
what's your typical game 1 round 1 opener? Do you just chill to see what they're gonna do?
It depends on my mood. If I'm in like a serious setting like this, I'll chill because I'm not the type of player that likes to overextend unless I'm getting like like towards the end of a match when everyone's sort of antsy. It's best not to, but sometimes I do it. But for the most part, I just try to like see what they're doing.
Okay. Yeah, in this first round, you're definitely feeling each other out. I
Yeah.
noted that you had this great moment with the sweep move here, and you got him with it a couple times. Let's see if we can find it. That right there,
Yeah.
you caught him a few times with that.
Yeah, that's like I would say like general anti-jury tech. If they like doing that move a lot because I think her hit or her hurt box kind of extends a little bit.
And I think you were respecting the fireball drive rush, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Look at
Um,
that. You did it again. That was awesome.
oof. Yeah, it was hard to remember that I'm fighting Idom and he knows this character. So
Yeah.
there was a lot of things I couldn't get away with.
Look at that. What a great answer to that. Were you expecting that, or were you going to do that
So
move regardless?
rewind a little bit. I think I buffered it and then I saw him jump and I delayed it. Yeah, I was gonna do a delayed one, and him jumping like helped me out there.
That was great, man. And I'm surprised that throw worked because I basically drive rushed in with the medium punch and then did nothing. If you
Mhm.
saw that.
Yeah, he did crouch medium punch, which I don't think is like it's either not plus or not that plus.
Yeah, but a great call to throw it.
Yeah,
That
I
was
thought he
nice.
might have thrown me in the corner there.
So round two, what do you think happened here? There was a stutter from Idom, right? Here,
Let's see.
so many trades.
Man, what a good mechanic.
Street Fighter Six.
Yeah. So my that was bad. That was just a mess up. My whole thing fighting jury or any like really good character in this game is to just make sure I stop the drive rushes, which I focus on really hard here. It's kind of hard to do against her because she can fireball behind it. But any fireball that or any drive rush that wasn't being thrown behind a fireball, I try to like challenge it.
Yeah, and you were checking it with what, light kick,
Crouch medium punch.
crouch, medium. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you had her or had him in the corner here, and you backed off. What were you looking for? Just a drive rush?
Just a whiff punish.
Okay.
But I got a little too close to the. Yeah, I got like a little too close there.
And I don't think you do DIs a lot, right? Even if they're in burnout.
No. Probably should have done it more, but it's easy to like assume people are just ready for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, still pretty dominating first game here.
Mhm.
Like I said, you're looking stone cold throughout this whole thing. I guess Idom is too.
Yeah, he's a vet at this point.
Yeah. All right. So game two, round one. You have a perfect parry into command throw coming up, which I thought was awesome.
Oh, walking into stuff.
Oh, overhead. Look at that.
Okay, nice.
Woo! So you're at 2 medals here in the
Mhm.
first round. That's pretty good, right? For coming
Yeah,
on round.
it's pretty early, so having a medal like fairly early in the round is not too bad. Oof. Oh, come on, man. I hate watching old matches of me where I'm just like, why wouldn't you do that there? Easy
uh,
confirms.
you have a good super ender in this round too, which we don't see a lot of. Well, maybe at this time. I think these days we do. At that time, I
Yeah.
don't think a lot of people use super in the first round.
Yeah, I think people were still kind of getting used to meter management in this game.
Yeah.
So now here I'm like, okay, he's in burnout. This is like my chance. Oh, that was a
Oof.
great button there.
There we go. Yeah. Great. Great combo. Good answer.
Good job, old me.
And the commentators are like basically counting Idom out at this point. They're like, you need to switch back to Manon.
Yeah. So he actually, after, like during the award ceremony, he told me why he played jury.
Okay, what did he say?
He said he wanted to see how I dealt with her because he doesn't. He at the time he didn't really know how to. Um, and I just told him, I'm like, brother, I am not the right one to ask that question. I'm still figuring it out too. Which I think was kind of evident in my match against nephew.
But the thing is, he did it twice. He could have done that the first game and then switched. Uh,
Yeah,
but he did it
that
two
part I don't know
games.
about.
I don't know. I feel like that's a bit of cope. I think we can, I think we can say that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It was
All
a
right.
it was an odd choice, but maybe he just didn't want to play the mirror like that, and then he was like, okay, I think I need to play the mirror.
So in this round, I made a note that you basically watched him, and you had a jump. You were using jump heavy
Oh,
kick,
yeah.
which is a
That's
great
good.
button, great Manon button.
Hmm. So here I have 4 medals already, which is like, um,
Look at that.
oh man, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it
washed.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I thought this was like the first round.
All right. So two games, you're up 2-0. How are you feeling?
At this point, I'm like, oh man, I can actually take this against Idom.
Oh, so even so before this, you didn't really have the confidence.
It's not that I didn't have the confidence, but it was just like, um, it's Idom, so it's easy to think that I'm gonna have to work really, really, really hard for this one.
Yeah.
But then, like at this point, I'm like, okay, well, I only need to win one more, which is not too bad.
Okay. So did you think you were getting jury again in the last game?
No, no, absolutely not. I was
Okay.
like, he's definitely gonna switch. There's no way he doesn't switch here.
And there he goes. He does take Manon in this game.
At this point, I was nervous. I don't like mirror matches too much.
This first round is pretty rough for you in my notes.
Hmm.
We'll watch it here. So Idom in his element basically.
Oh,
Was that just a drop?
yeah. So there, I think I tried to drive reversal, but I just messed up. That
Ooh.
was definitely that was me. The way I move on hitbox, sometimes I get like an accidental buffer because I'm crouching a lot while I'm doing things.
So that move that she does, I think it's called derriere or something. I don't really see it
Yeah,
often. What were you looking for here? Just
whiff
trying to get in.
punish.
Oh, whiff
So
punish.
if I whiff punish with that, he'd be in the corner.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it side switches on
Right.
punish counter. Idom is like very patient. Um, I feel like we have very similar play styles, but he's just more optimal than me. And probably a bit more patient than me as well.
I thought you played a really patient game though. I thought you were doing a great job in neutral here. It's just Idom
Um,
was getting these
yeah.
trade confirms essentially.
Hmm. Well, that's what I mean. He's like very optimal. Like I feel like any hit he gets, he's just converting to good damage. That was the setup that I told you about, where he was like, "Oh, I didn't know that worked."
Oh, let me see. Right here.
Yeah. So that one, that leaves them in tick throw range.
Okay.
So if they hit a button or they're not holding up, they will get command grabbed by the heavy
Okay.
command grab. If they hold up and I go for a low, then I get the firm from like that far out.
That's cool. Wow.
Yeah.
He did a good job of pushing out of the corner from there too.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof.
Oh, you adapted to that though. To that trade.
Yeah. You definitely want to make sure they don't get away with that. Looking back, I probably should level 3'd here, just to like get that big life lead.
Yeah.
Oh no, what are you doing trying to check drive rush?
There we go. Level 3 to end the game. Now,
It might be over.
at the time, especially in chat, I know some people were saying you should have taken a break here,
Hmm.
like go to the character select. What's your feelings on that?
Um, I normally take like little breaks, so like sometimes I'll let the outros play out, or I'll wait like 10 seconds or so. But also sometimes I'm in the zone,
Okay.
and I feel like a break like that would be detrimental to me.
Yeah.
And I think here um I felt more a bit in the zone, and I didn't want to like take that time to cool off.
Yeah, for sure. And actually, I think my bad. I think this is the game where he gets the perfect in the two
Oh, okay.
medals.
That would make sense. Oof.
Ooh. Oh,
That move is cheap. I should have abused that more.
this is a Street Fighter 6 snowball
Yeah,
that all of us have definitely seen before.
that's some
Uh,
anon.
but yeah, I guess yeah. So you've seen it before. I don't think you were too affected by it, right?
There no. I think if he would have won this game, then I would have been like shaking.
Okay. Well, you have some great Oki setups here in this one. I noted.
Yeah. So right there again, I'm trying to stop the drive rush. That was a good super.
That was a good super to check you.
See, now I know that's punishable, but back then I wasn't used to it. That heavy kick from that range.
Okay. Nice Oki.
Yep. And
That was
there,
an awesome reversal.
I was so there because he had so little meter. I was hoping that he would try to force something with drive rush. So that's why I was so ready for it.
Okay. So you were definitely going for drive reversal because you got burnt out. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if you were trying to a DI drive impact and the drive reversal came out instead.
No, because if I get the drive reversal, we're both burnt out, but he has no health left to take chip damage.
Right. Okay.
So I knew that one tap of anything, he's dead.
Yeah, for sure. So in this situation, I mean, I would think that ballerina kick is probably coming out, right?
Yeah. Oh, I was just waiting
Yeah.
for an opportunity where it'd be hard for him to react because he had super. That's why I didn't do it immediately because he might have been buffering it.
Oh, that's great info. Okay. That makes sense. Because I was wondering, like, why is this going on still?
Yeah, yeah.
That totally makes sense.
See, I also backed up a bit, and I guess hitbox is kind of cheating. The way I move is like it looks like I'm buffering a lot, and sometimes I am, but sometimes I'm just moving, and it trips people up.
Okay. Well, you look good. I like I said, I thought your neutral was really solid here.
Yeah.
All right, game 4 or round 3, I should say, of game 4. You had a YOLO OD command grab at one
I
point.
I think I remember that one. I tried to get a little cheeky.
Dang, nice confirm there. Good corner pressure. That was awesome.
Yeah, so I level 3 there to get my meter back or my drive gauge back. Right here.
Yeah.
But he knew. He knew.
Were you just trying to end it? Just
Yeah, but
okay.
I feel like as soon as he saw the walk up, he's like, this guy's definitely gonna command throw me.
Yeah, that was a good decision for the neutral jump.
Hmm. See, right there though, I think he should have supered me.
Should he have
Put me
supered
in
you?
burnout.
I was also wondering why he wouldn't just put you in the corner as well, you know?
Yeah, put me in the corner and I'm in burnout and you have full meter or like drive gauge to do whatever you want.
Yeah. All right, I want
Right
to
here.
pause here.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So what's the situation here in your mind?
So here I'm like, okay, we both don't have any drive gauge to work with. Um, if he dashes, I shouldn't be afraid. Um, if he stands still or like kind of walks towards me, that's when I should be a bit more afraid. Um, so I think I just kind of played off of that. I'm like, I think I can kill him in 1 or 2 hits. So I was really just sort of banking on whiff punishing at this point,
Okay.
or getting my medium punch pressure started because it's like a true block string or an almost true block string. It'll trade.
Yeah.
So those are like the 2 priorities: either whiff punish or get the medium punch block string going.
Yeah, and one thing I was wondering, because you have 3 medals here, I wonder if he was respecting that too, which is why he didn't, just rush in.
Oh yeah, see, so right there he dashed at me and I immediately responded with a light kick.
Yeah.
I think the only thing he could have done there was like dash up level 3 to catch the light kick, but that might have been too risky for him.
Well, you had an amazing whiff punish here.
Yeah.
Look at that. That was incredible. Now, is that a real confirm, or is it you're just gonna do the kick no matter what?
At that range, you can actually confirm her mediums, unlike most characters in the game.
Really?
Yeah. So I saw that I got the whiff punish and confirmed it.
Wow, that was a great answer to that. And man, what a great match! And you, I could see
Yeah,
that you were feeling pretty good about it.
I was holding my breath there.
I can't remember if there was some boos from the crowd. There, I think there might have been, just because it's IDOM, I guess. Right?
Maybe. Yeah. But I do like hearing the crowd when I'm playing.
Yeah. The commentators were behind you the whole time too. They were impressed.
Yeah. I think I could hear them the whole time.
Like, what time is it at this point? It's still early, right? It's like 5, 6 o'clock.
Maybe, or maybe like 6 or 7.
Okay, so if
I don't remember if there was a game after this.
You had to wait a little bit before you got to play again.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's probably like it's pretty late.
Was there any fatigue setting in at this point, or were you still good?
No, I mean, to be honest, like earlier that day before top 8, I was planning on just going home after I got knocked out, and then I made it further than I thought I would, so it was a lot later.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I was prepared to go home at like 2 o'clock that day.
Did you drive there yourself? You said you came with the crew, but were you the one driving?
Yeah, I drove myself. I just roomed with the crew.
You versus nephew. Another jury. How do you feel? You must have been sick of juries at this point.
Oh, I just wanted to go home. I was done with it. I was ready for CO to be over. So going in, I was a bit more nervous because I know that nephew has more time in jury than IDOM. I think IDOM only ever played her in the beta beforehand. So,
okay.
And I also know that nephew is a bit like, he's also like kind of a world-class player at this point.
Yeah, for sure. I think he won a tournament before it came out. The game came out.
Yeah.
Against a bunch of people, a bunch of good players.
So yeah, definitely a bit more nervous going against his jury. I felt like he would have known like the more optimal punishes and stuff like that.
So this is round 1. I noted that you were late on the anti-airs in this one.
It's also been a while since I've seen this one, so it'll be a good refresher. Oh, so right there, I tried to get out as quickly as possible, but her button caught my button after the backdash.
His DPs were on point too.
They were, yeah, you can't jump at him.
Like, this is a tense situation here.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's so hard to whip punish jury in this game.
Nice. Good call.
Yeah, her low forward is like a nightmare button for me.
I think this round snowballs for you, unfortunately.
Oh, did I take a game off nephew? I don't remember.
Yes, you did. You did.
Nice. Oh.
Yeah. That's a tough round.
I think it snowballed for him.
And I think Fireball is +1 at the close range, right? I don't know if everyone knew that at the time, because he was getting away with a lot of it with Fireball follow up.
Oh, that setup is so cheap. Oh man. I got cheeky there too. I should have been more patient. IDOM actually found a setup to command throw that would have been really good right there. That like baits everything. And then here I'm throwing out DI because I know the only way he can react to it properly is either perfect parry or super.
Nice check there. Yeah, you got a game.
Yeah, so here's where it goes downhill. So if you want to like cut it, you know.
That wouldn't be fair. Wouldn't be fair to nephew.
No, it wouldn't be. He's a good dude.
This round 1 in game 2, I think you take it and put a note here, backdash to kill, which was pretty. I think you did that in some, not in the IDOM match, but in some other matches you would do this backdash and then get him with the overhead. or with that medium kick.
Yeah, the cheeky stuff.
Good
Oh, sorry,
check
I'm just
there.
playing blocking simulator. See, at that range, it's really hard to deal with Jerry's fireball stuff. I feel like if I had a little more time to cook, um, like learn the game, um, I probably could have done better because after CEO, I sort of dropped Manon for Jamie.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like my Jamie is a lot cleaner than, or like a lot more fleshed out than my Manon was.
So you have a great round here. You come
Yeah,
back.
that
Oh,
was a
no,
good
you don't.
backdash.
Never mind. I lied. Okay, this is a nephew game, actually.
Oh, level 2, it's over.
they're crazier setups these days.
Yeah, once I
Oh.
saw this, I was like, nah, man, this can't go on.
Are you feeling the crowd at this point?
Um,
Because they were counting
you
the
know,
medals, right?
they were counting the medals, yeah. Yeah, I was still feeling the crowd. I just wasn't prepared for how prepared he was.
Oof. Yeah.
And he had a few really good reads on his DPs for like my button presses. So that made it kind of hard to keep my pressure because now I'm second guessing myself if I should hit a button or not.
All right. This is a fantastic round for you in game
Okay,
3. That was a great DI.
nice. Oh, that is so cheap. Oh my goodness.
Oh, look at that. 4
They are
medals
so
going into
scared.
round 2. My God.
This is like the perfect place to be. And I didn't go for a medal here because again I just want to keep Oki. I don't want to like lose that. Like especially against a character like Jury where she kind of excels at keeping you away and then rushing you down behind a fireball.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I hit a button there when I shouldn't have.
Corner pressure like crazy. Dang. What
I
a
was Oh man,
oh
let me tell you how hard I was mashing that, man.
what a reaction, dude.
I was mashing so hard. I was like, please, I beg of you to do that.
So you're just mashing here the whole time?
Yep. No, like as I'm blocking all
Yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah.
I'm like mashing, blocking, mashing, blocking.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, each one of those block medium punches had a super motion behind them.
He got out of the corner though. Oh,
That was
whip
a good
DI.
one.
Oh, and you
Oh,
did it again.
I did it again. I got
I
antsy.
think that was nerves.
Yeah.
All right, round 3 here. I have noted that you did a drop special punish. Yeah, right here.
Yeah, okay. So I had to I think hit her out of the air with that to make it work. I think I let her drop too low. Or maybe not. Let me see. Oh, she didn't hit the ground yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You have to hit the ground for that to work.
And you had to
Oh, and then no
punish. Oh,
yeah,
sorry. What
no
were you gonna say?
confirm right. I was gonna say no confirm right there.
Yeah, you had a punish counter. You didn't go into anything, right?
Yeah. Even I could have just done like her ballerina kick and it would have got the knockdown in the corner.
Yeah, nephew had to come back here. I thought you had this when I was watching this.
Oh my god, it's so painful. Oh my goodness.
Is that the third one? Third, fourth one?
Dude, past guy sucks.
Don't be too hard on
Oh,
yourself. I mean, you're playing like one of the best players in the world.
that was two like I think guaranteed kills to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I got the perfect parry into nothing.
Oh
That's
man.
bad. I think that was just yeah, I sort of scratched my head there like I could have had that for sure.
All right, game 4.
Nephew's also like
Nephew's
a machine.
sweating. I think Nephew's sweating here. There's a trade with the fireball that looked really weird.
In this one?
Yeah. Right
Oh,
there.
right there.
Yeah.
Mm. I might have been able to get the ballerina kick, but if I think if he would have recovered, I would have gotten a big punish or gotten punished off of it. So it's probably better I didn't go for it.
And he actually gets a DP kill here.
Oof. Oh my, I could have died for that.
I think he's scared. He only got
Yeah, I
one
mean,
medal though.
oh, what a good DP. I think if I didn't hit a button there, I would have been safe.
Oh,
Yeah.
right there.
So
Man.
Nephew at this point was one of the few players that I fought that was actually ready for every drive rush
Uh,
because almost none of her strings into drive rush are real.
oh, really?
Like
Okay.
after, yeah, you can any character with a DP can DP after I think any button except like back medium or back heavy punch.
Now, is it an option select that he's doing on some of these DPs? Because I feel like he's
For
hitting your gaps, right?
I'm not too sure.
Look at that. Look
See,
at
right,
that.
so right there. So if you just react to the drive rush there, you get it every time. The only button I can press where that's not real, I think, is back heavy punch. But you have to be like point blank for that, pretty much.
But is it an option select? Like if you did press a button that would be a true block string, it wouldn't come out, right?
So there's no block string. There's the thing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, like no matter what button I press after the medium punch drive rush, there's no like real block string.
Okay, got it.
There's that really tiny gap.
What a tech there.
I think there I got a little antsy and I told myself to chill out. But yeah,
Oh,
see,
look at those DPs.
week 3 and he's just prepared for everything. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I think you should be pretty happy with your performance, man. I mean, that was a fantastic run,
Yeah,
and,
I wasn't like sad about it or anything.
and I'm sad to hear you're not playing anymore because that I was expecting to see you at more tournaments, after this one.
That would have been the probably the smart thing to do. Um, but I value my mental health, and I don't think Street Fighter 6 is good for my mental health.
All right, tell me about it. Like, what's your main beef with Street Fighter 6? Is it the drive rush stuff?
Yeah, just a lot of mechanics in the game that I'm not too like fond of. I don't like drive rush. I don't like um parry, like perfect parries. I think are kind of lame.
Oof, really? Okay.
Um, I don't care too much about drive impact. Like it's, I know some people hate it. It doesn't really matter too much to me, but like I don't know. I just think everything surrounding the game's mechanics and how they function together, I'm not just a huge fan of.
And that's too bad because I thought you clicked with it for the most part. You
Yeah,
seem
I,
to
I
have the systems down.
I think I understand the game like well enough. I just don't like playing the game. Like I don't like how it feels losing in this game or
Hmm.
like even winning in this game.
Okay, well that's fair. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Surprised to hear that
especially
from a Street Fighter Five player though.
hey, like I didn't like that game either.
All right,
Like,
there's the
Street Fighter,
truth.
my Street Fighter 5 like towards the end was just me like Stockholm syndrome or like sunk cost fallacy.
You're
I
not
put
the
too much
first
time in the
person.
game.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
and then this game is I got out early. Um, maybe I'll play Tekken 8 or something.
Are you looking out for the patches though? If they change something?
Um, maybe. I've been just kind of chilling. I'll go every now and then to my locals to just like play some casuals with people.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not really looking to compete in the game for a while unless like something clicks and changes for me. I'm like, oh, you know what, this game's actually pretty fire.
Right. Well, can you tell us a bit about that night? Did you celebrate at all? I know you had to get back home.
So I remember I worked the next day.
Oh, okay.
Um, or I had to work the next day, but I called out after this. Um, and then I went to Jabali Land, which was like the 24-hour venue.
Okay.
And I celebrated a little bit. I got approached by so many people. It was kind of weird.
Well, I mean, for good reason.
Yeah.
You took out IDOM in top 8 of CEO.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty amazing.
Some dude made me sign his hat.
That's awesome. I've been curious about that. I know the FGC is poverty, but were you approached by any sponsors after this?
No. No sponsors.
Really? Man,
Yeah.
that's shocking to me. Someone who goes that far in a bracket with this many people and not getting any offers is crazy to me.
I think if I would have seeked out somebody, I probably could have found one. But it all just had to do with like my general feelings about the game. Because like I said before CEO, I was planning on quitting no matter how I did. I just happened to get top 8.
I wouldn't say that. I think you played such a solid Manon. I think you kind of. I know Idom plays Manon as well, but I think you kind of showed us what to do with Manon in a lot of those matches that weekend.
I do think the like optimal way because you play online and like a lot of Manon players kind of just do like the overhead and the slide.
Yeah.
And they sort of like hang themselves, but I think the optimal way to play Manon, this is what like Idom sort of does now. He's always been doing it, but I think it's just playing patiently, and like she has some of the best buttons for whiff punishing in the game. So if you're not using that, you're kind of not using the character properly.
Yeah, I've said this to my friends. Like, I know Manon's on the lowest tiers on the tier list, but any Manon that I play that's like maybe 1550 or higher MR, I get toasted. Like their neutral game is like amazing, and they have such a wall. They're just as they're approaching you, it's just scary.
Because like the more I played her, I was like, that's kind of what she does. Like that's not all she has, but it's like the best thing about her.
Yeah.
Because her confirms kind of suck. Oki after command throw isn't really like real. So you kind of have to like really earn those command throws.
Okay.
And earn those situations.
Well, Sky, thank you so much for going through that with me. Your run and the way you played Manon was a huge factor in making this top 8 so hype. I was super excited to see it. Any socials you want to share? I know you're not playing Street Fighter 6 anymore, but are you playing anything else? Are you streaming? Where can people find you?
I'm on Twitter or X, I guess, as at FL Sticky Fingers. And I'm on Twitch as Sticky Fingers FL. If anyone wants to send me a follow.
All right. Definitely.
I'm always down to spread my anti Street Fighter 6 propaganda.
Well, thanks for that on my Street Fighter channel.
Yeah, no problem. No, I'm kidding. If you guys like this game, play it. It's honestly like a really well made Street Fighter game.
Yeah, I definitely think so. But definitely great having you on and getting your mindset on everything. I hope I see you at CEO again, even if it's not Street Fighter 6. Hopefully it's another game.
Oh, yeah, dude, I'll be there to just mess around. I might even enter just to,
That'd be amazing if you got to top 8 again.
Accidental 2-peat.
That'd be crazy.
I'd pop off so hard. Like, you guys, I don't even play this game.
You should make your own skill issue sign and run around.
Like, really, guys? You lost to me? I haven't played in 8 months. Come on.
Well, again, I appreciate your time and being the first one to do this format with me. Sorry. Thank you, Sticky Fingers. Have a good one, man.
Yeah, you too, man. Later.